Alright, so we're going to do a quick video here on focus stacking. It's actually really easy. So the idea behind this is kind of a depth of field issue. That in one image, there's no way you can get the depth of field that you need. So we have these images here, and I'll bring them up so they're bigger. So we're going to use 88 through 93. So this is photo mechanic for those of you who aren't interested. So here we're focused on whatever that is on this fly. And as I progress through, I'm changing the focus each time I take an image. And this way we'll have a greater depth of field. So how do you combine all these images into one using this process to get a larger depth of field? Obviously, with one image, you can get something sharp, but sometimes when you're doing especially super macro images, it's very difficult to get as much depth of field as you actually need. So, one thing, this is a studio environment. This is not a logical process, especially outside. You'll also notice there's some subtle movements, and part of that is because of focusing, and part is just little minor movements as I touch the camera. So we're going to go back out here, and I kind of think I remember. So I went 88 through 93. So we're going to use all these images. I'm going to open these up into Adobe Camera Raw first. All right. And I'm going to hit Command A to select all those images so I can tone these exactly the same. So I know my highlights need to come down in this image. Right about there. That should be good. We're not interested really in toning. So then I'm going to open these and send those into Photoshop. And for those of you, I actually have more screens. I use using two monitors, so you don't see some of the palettes that I might be using. If I need to, I'll drag one over. So actually, I should probably get the layers palette here as soon as this opens. And I'll drag it over just for this so you can see what we're doing here. All right, so now we have all these images opened of this fly, focused on different areas of it. So the first thing you're going to do is go up to File, Scripts, Load Files into Stack. All right, so I already have the photos open, so I'm going to add open files, which are all those, and attempt to automatically align source images. So what that's going to do is align all the images from those subtle variations in a little bit of movement. So we're going to click that and hit OK. And you'll see Photoshop kind of go through here, do its thing. So it's going to load all the layers over into here, and then it's going to automatically align them. And what's great about focus stacking, there's nothing really you need to know or know how to do. So now we can see we've got all the layers over here. You can see the little adjustments that it's made. So the next thing we're going to do is the bottom one is selected. I'm going to hold down Shift and select all the images. And we're going to go back to Edit, and we're going to put Auto Blend Layers. All right, and so stack images is what we want to use. You can also do this as a panorama, but we want to do stack images. And so what it's going to look for is the different points in the images where it's in focus, and it's going to mask those out and use the images that are in focus. So the parts that aren't in focus, it will use a different image. And so you just hit it, and it should go. And so now we'll have basically a much larger, greater depth of field than we could ever get from shooting one image. If you've ever done HDR, it's kind of using the same process. Instead of tonal values, we're using what's actually in focus. You can actually do both HDR, and you can do focus stacking in HDR as well. All right. So there we go. So now we have this one merged image up here, and you can see we have a much larger depth of field than we had originally. So I'll just turn on. You can see the different parts of the image that have been masked by the computer. So we'll turn everything back on. So I'm not going to go through a toning process here of this image. I actually have it. I'll put it on as the thumbnail of what it looked like when I was done. So there's some little strings or something that got caught on them and stuff that I took out. So you can leave your comments below, follow me on social media, and watch the recommended video.